So many people think that in order to see real success from Etsy, you either have to have been on Etsy for a long period of time or you have to have tons of products in your shop. But in my experience, both of those could not be further from the truth. I started my shop with only 6 listings and pretty low ticket items that I was selling. And within a month of selling, I was making a sale or 2 a day. And after just 6 weeks, I was making up to 12 sales a day and able to replace a full-time income. Trust me, it is possible and it's a lot easier than you might think. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brittany and here on YouTube I share tips and strategies to help you start and grow the handmade shop of your dreams. So if you're interested in starting a handmade shop or if you need some help with taking your handmade shop to the next level, don't forget to hit subscribe so you can see when I put out new videos. Also, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know you found value in it and I know to put out more content like this. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I am now making at least a few sales a day, oftentimes in the double digits, and I am able to replace a full-time income in less than 2 months of selling on Etsy. And I want to make it very clear that that's not because I'm selling some special product that people are just like raving for right now, and it's not because I'm selling a high-ticket item either. Both of those are actually very untrue. The item that I sell is in a pretty saturated category and it's also a pretty low ticket item. So the reason that I have been able to see this kind of success is all due to these strategies that I have put in place that are pretty simple and that I'm going to share with you in this video. Okay, so this is my Etsy shop. I'm going to put a little screen grab of it on my phone. So as you can see, I have only 6 products. I sell bath bombs and each bath bomb costs $6.99. I also sell a pack of 3 bath bombs which costs $16.99. So technically I only have 5 bath bombs and then the 6th listing is just 3 of those bath bombs in a pack, discounted. So as you can see, that's not a whole lot of money and that's not a whole lot of product. It's also not a special category to be in. There are tons and tons of people on Etsy selling bath bombs, and it really has the same potential for success as any other category on Etsy. Okay, so what is working? What did I do to get to this level of success in this amount of time? So honestly, it's super simple and I can condense it into just 3 tips that I can share with you. So let's get into that now. Okay, so first of all, you need to stand out, be unique, and niche down. This is absolutely crucial as a new seller. Okay, so using my shop as an example, I sell bath bombs, but if I were to try and fit into the category of bath bombs, I would get drowned out by more experienced sellers and my listings would be on like page 10 of search and nobody would be finding them. So it was crucial for me to find an angle that was different and more niched down so that I could actually stand out on Etsy. So my bath bombs are vegan and zero waste, and that is my target audience, and those are the people that I am able to attract because it is a subcategory of the category of bath bombs. That might sound like a bad thing, right? Like a smaller group of people is less people and would not lead to less sales. Absolutely not. You actually want to find very specific search terms that are targeting smaller groups of people, because if you don't do that, no one is going to see your listings. The smaller your target audience, the higher the chance that people are actually going to find your listings and buy from you. So say you sell blankets on Etsy. This is completely random. Say you sell blankets. If you were to try and just target people who are searching for blankets, your listing would be on like page 20 of search and literally no one would see it because nobody goes back that far. You really don't stand a chance at getting found and making sales. So how can you find a subcategory and a niche where you can actually get found and make sales? Really, that just comes down to brainstorming, doing a little bit of research. And so say with blankets, maybe you could make 100% wool blankets or customizable baby blankets or something like that, and then target those keywords and those search terms so that your listings will be found in search. And then in doing this, once you start making sales in those subcategories, your listings will climb the rankings for the more broad search terms like blankets, because Etsy will recognize your shop as one that people are liking and that is, doing really well. And so you'll be able to move up in the term blankets from like page 20 to like page 5, This also allows you to have a smaller target audience of people that you can work on providing value for and pleasing like a certain group of people rather than just trying to please everybody, because when you do that, you're not going to please anybody. So if you really want to have raving fans, customers that keep coming back and talk about you to their friends and all of that, you have to niche down and do something unique and special. Okay, so the second thing that is really going to boost your sales and boost your views and your visits and all of that is getting positive reviews and repeat customers. Okay, this is huge. The day that I passed 100 sales on Etsy and I got 3 positive reviews in one day, Etsy gave me a huge boost in search and my sales tripled in one day. Etsy's algorithm likes to see confirmation that customers are liking what they're getting. And the way that you can prove that to the algorithm is by getting positive reviews and repeat customers. So how can you do that? Well, of course, wowing the customer is a great way to do that, but I'll get into some tips on that in a little bit. You really need to incentivize your customer to leave a positive review. You can do this however feels right to you. It doesn't have to feel slimy or gross. Just think of something that feels very natural and good to you. You can do something like sending them a message after they have received their order and just asking how they like it and kindly asking them to leave a positive review if they did like it, because it really helps out your shop. Or what I do is I include a little flyer in my package and it explains a little bit about my shop, and then at the bottom I just kindly ask them to leave a positive review, and in exchange for their positive review I will message them and send them a 15% off coupon for their next purchase. This works both to get them to leave a positive review and also to get them to come back and purchase from you again, both of which are going to really help in the algorithm placing you higher in search. Obviously, you don't want to harp on this too much and annoy the customer, and you also kind of want to leave space for them to give you negative feedback and constructive criticism if they have it. But obviously, you would prefer for that constructive criticism to go into your inbox and not, on your shop page in your reviews. So saying something like, I am open to all feedback, good and bad. Please, send me a message if there is something that you suggest I can do better on. And if you loved your product, please give me a please give me a review, because that really helps out my shop. Okay, so my third and final tip is to go the extra mile. So here is where we get into how to really wow the customer. A lot of people put all of their work into getting the sale, and then after they've made a sale, they're just looking at how they can get another sale from a new customer. It is really important to make sure you are delivering on the value you promised and going the extra mile to really impress your customer. I would say this is even more important than making new sales. So before you even start focusing on how to make sales, think about how you can really deliver on value to the customers that you are going to get and really make them want to leave positive feedback, talk about it with their friends, and come back for more. One tip I have for this is to surprise the customer with something in their package. I like to take product photos of my packaging as well and include that in the listing, but I always leave a few things to be a surprise when the customer opens the package. You can include something like a free sample of another item in your shop. You can include business cards to make you appear more professional. You can include flyers with discount codes for their next purchase or discount codes to share with friends and family. Whatever you can think of that would really surprise your customer and make them happy. Make sure you really know your customers so that you know how to deliver exactly what they're wanting and more. So for example, my target audience is interested in vegan, zero waste, kind of eco-conscious living. So something I include in my packages is, again, a flyer, and I go into how exactly they can reuse, recycle, or compost the packaging materials that come in their package. And something I'm going to do in the future is donate a portion of my profit to an environmental organization, and kind of mention that on the flyer in the package so that the customer is impressed, because I know who they are and I know their interests and kind of the kinds of things that they would want to see. So make sure you're thinking about how you can not only deliver on the value that you promised them, so not just giving them the product that they paid for, but going that extra mile, because that's what's going to get them to talk to their friends about that. That's what's going to get them to come and leave a positive review. That's what's going to get them to come back to your shop and be raving fans, and that is what you want. Not just because the algorithm likes it and because the algorithm will place you higher in search and all of that stuff, which is obviously great, but it's also really fulfilling just to know that you are making customers happy and that the item that you work so hard to create is making people happy, and that they like it and that they want more of it, and that is so fulfilling, and that is, you know, why you started in the first place. Okay, so those 3 hacks are going to help you see rapid success in your Etsy shop in just the first couple of months of selling on Etsy. I also have included in the description a free downloadable PDF that is an Etsy success checklist, so you can fill in all of the boxes and check all of the boxes to make sure you are fully prepared to open up your Etsy shop and you have, you know, the proper goals in place and the proper things set up on the back end to see success. So if you're interested in that, then go down to the description and click on the link and you can get that. Also linked down below is my brand new Facebook group that I just created for handmade shop owners to come together and seek support from one another, to ask questions and get personalized advice on your shop. I created this group because for so long I was doing all of this all on my own, like all of this entrepreneur stuff. I was just doing it all alone, and let me tell you, that is the quickest road to burnout, to a lot of self-doubt, and to things just not working out. When you have a group of people that you can go to ask questions, whether it is mindset junk that you need to work through, or it is technical things like your SEO that you need advice on, or product photos, or whatever it is, having a group of people that you can go to and talk about that stuff is seriously so valuable. So if you're interested in joining that, I will have that linked in the description as well. Alright, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.